Today I would like to invite you to talk about a very interesting topic: supporting cellular communication and the physiological processes of blood circulation. This topic is directly connected to how our body works at its most fundamental level, the level of cells. We will try to understand the value of fucoidan, a component of the product Actividan, and why today this natural polysaccharide plex attracts the attention of researchers, biochemists, and specialists in cellular biology. Why are polysaccharides from marine algae considered special natural structures that may participate in various physiological processes of the body? How can these natural components be connected with the condition of blood, the health of blood vessels, and the processes of cellular interaction? Why is special attention given to a component such as 6-deoxygalactose, and what role does it play in the molecules of cellular communication? And finally, what distinguishes the fucoidan polysaccharide complex found in the product Actividan, and why is the combination of its structural components considered an important natural synergy? Let us explore these questions step by step. If we look at the human body from a broader perspective, we can imagine a huge transportation system. This system is called the circulatory system. Its role is essential. It transports oxygen, nutrients, and various biologically active molecules to every cell of our body. In the body of an adult person, approximately 5 to 6 litres of blood circulate, which is about 7% of body weight. If we could stretch all the blood vessels of the body, arteries, veins, and billions of capillaries into one line, their total length would reach about 100,000 kilometres. That is a distance that could circle the Earth several times. Through this complex network of vessels, blood continuously delivers oxygen and nutrients to cells. But the functioning of the body depends not only on blood flow through the vessels. Equally important are the molecular processes of interaction between cells. Cells in the body do not exist in isolation. They constantly communicate with each other. They exchange signals, recognize each other, transmit information, and coordinate their activities. These processes are known as cellular communication. On the surface of every cell, there is a special protective and signaling layer called the glycocalyx. It consists of complex molecules, glycoproteins, glycolipids, and various carbohydrate structures. This layer performs several important functions. It participates in cell-to-cell interaction, helps transmit cellular signals, takes part in the interaction between blood cells and the vascular wall, and plays a role in immune regulation processes. In the formation of these molecular structures, certain carbohydrate components are involved. One of them is 6-deoxygalactose, also known in biochemistry as fucose. This substance is part of molecules located on the surface of cells and participates in the formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. These molecules are part of cell membrane structures and participate in processes of cellular interaction. Fucose-containing structures are part of the glycocalyx that covers the cell surface. That is why this component plays an important role in the molecular mechanisms of communication between cells. There is also an interesting example that illustrates the importance of this molecule. 6-deoxygalactose participates in the formation of antigens of the blood group system, which determine a person's blood type. These structures are located on the surface of red blood cells and participate in cell recognition mechanisms. This once again demonstrates how important these molecules are within the complex system of cellular interactions. Now let us move to an essential part of our discussion: fucoidan. Fucoidan is a sulfated polysaccharide found in brown marine algae. It represents a natural polysaccharide complex composed of several structural components. Among them are 6-deoxygalactose, mannose, xylose, glucose, and uronic acids. These components combine to form a complex three-dimensional molecular structure. The unique feature of fucoidan is that its properties are determined not by a single component, but by the interaction of all elements within the polysaccharide structure. Here, the principle of natural synergy works. 6-deoxygalactose participates in the formation of molecules responsible for cellular communication. Other carbohydrate components provide structural stability, while sulfate groups give the molecule additional physicochemical properties. It is precisely this combination that makes fucoidan one of the most complex natural polysaccharides. Another important aspect is the source of fucoidan. The fucoidan contained in Actividan is obtained from two types of brown marine algae. Each of these species forms its own polysaccharide structures. When these two sources are combined, they create a richer and more complex polysaccharide complex, where structural components complement and enhance each other. Thus, the product Actividan contains highly purified fucoidan obtained from brown marine algae. In the composition of the product, fucoidan is presented as a natural polysaccharide complex that includes 6-deoxygalactose and other important structural components. During production, the product undergoes several purification stages, thanks to which it does not contain iodine. In conclusion, the value of fucoidan lies not in a single component, but in its complex natural structure. The combination of 6-deoxygalactose, other carbohydrate components, and sulfated polysaccharides forms a complex molecular system involved in processes of cellular interaction. At the same time, the fucoidan in Actividan is derived from two types of brown marine algae, and the synergy of these two natural sources creates an even more valuable polysaccharide complex. This natural synergy explains why interest in these natural compounds continues to grow. That is why people who understand the value of natural polysaccharide complexes appreciate the product Actividan. Because taking care of health is not a one-time action, but a daily support of the body, which begins at the cellular level. And such natural complexes can become part of the daily nutrition of a person who consciously takes care of their health. Thank you for being with us.